Hello folks, How's it back again. Today I've got a little DIY thing. This is a brake disc lock for a motorcycle. You know, you put it on the disc and it stops it being it's more difficult to steal the bike. Now, this is quite a good one. They're about I don't know, 80 euros or 70 quid or something. This is my heavy duty one. I've got a lighter one. This weighs a ton, you know. It's a good quality product. I've had it for a couple of years. If you don't know how one of these things works, it's got a vibration alarm. You can set it to shriek or shrill if the bike handlebar or something, or the bike is jolted or something like that. So this is how I'll give you a quick demo on how it works. But this video is about how to change the battery in here when it goes flat, because it does go flat. This is the second one it's had, so it doesn't really gobble the batteries. You know, they last a couple of years, but yeah, you will need to change them. They're CR2 battery, the ones you put in cameras and stuff. Anyway, here it goes. So that's the off position. So you put it on the disc, and you can do it one or two ways. You can either just lock it. So if you don't want the alarm to be activated, you just click it like that and lock it. Right. So that's locked. It's not. You can jiggle it. It's not going to make a noise. So if it's in a garage or something, or somewhere where you can keep an eye on it, but you want it fairly secure, or you can do it by tapping it like this and then locking it. Now that little beep there means it understands that it's in vibration sensor mode, and in a minute it will beep. Oh, maybe not. Sorry about that. Let's try again. Right, that means that this is now activated. So it's on the bike, and you heard that. It would mean that there's and that's loud, as you can hear. God. So basically, it works a treat. Now, the battery does go flat. So how do we change that? So you'll need the key, and you'll need a fine electric screwdriver like that, and you'll need a number 4, what do you call it, hex key, like this, 4mm. Now what you do, and it's quite simple, is you stick it in that hole there. You see that hole there? There's a little Allen screw in there. So if you undo that screw like this, you can see it now. I'm undoing it there, and this top plate thing will fall off like that. Okay, and the screw comes out. Don't lose the screw, and you're faced with this sign of arrangement here. I think, oh, this is interesting. So what happens is that you just get a little screwdriver and you wiggle it in the position like that. So it comes out like that. Now, if this is pushed in, you're not going to unlock it. So this has got to be out. So you're thinking, oh, this is interesting. There's no way in. Well, there is. Don't touch this bit, because that's where the loudspeaker is for the siren. What you've got to do is get a thin screwdriver thing like that, and you've got to go in there. This is made of rubber. Look, you can see I'm pressing it in there, or plastic or something. Anyway, you've got to prise that lid off of there like that, and then you've got a CR2 battery in there. Now, I've just taken this one apart just now, just to check it really, because there we are. It's a CR2 battery, 3 volt. And anyway, you put it back. Make sure you put it back in the correct polarity, and then it should chirp again. Maybe not. It did last time. Just check again. Plus, yep. Right. So then we put this cap thing back on there, like that. Just push it. It's just a push fit. It doesn't. It's not glued or anything. It just push fits in there, and then you stick that back in here, like that, and it should just. There's some studs in there. You've got to get it sitting in those. See those, that stud there and that stud there. It's got to go in those, between those studs. Otherwise, you're not going to get this cap on. Anyway, so you put it back on there like that, and then you get your screw, and then you feed your screw in there, and then you tighten it up. Let's see, I'm tightening it up now, and give it a bit of a zhuzh on the Allen key. Go back to business. So that's ordinary lock without the siren. That is with the siren. Anyway, you check them out. They're quite good. You want to keep these in your jeans pocket. Your jeans will be falling down all the time. They're that heavy. But so that's gone into arm mode now. So if I was to tremble it, it gives me a warning like that. It doesn't like it very much. And if I do it again, there we go. Anyway, I hope that's been interesting. If you haven't got one of these locks, I suggest you look into it and see. It's better than the ordinary lock, only because you can set it to vibrate as well. So there we go. Anyway, I hope that's been useful, and have a look around my channel. You can see some recipes, more DIYs and stuff like that. Thanks for watching.